Hi Bumbles, this is B. Welcome back to my home. And if this is your first time here, my name is B and this is my channel. So today I want to talk to you guys about something pretty personal to me, and that is that I am what they call an ACOS. The audacity to say that this didn't impact me because it was a fight between her and my dad. But it impacted me every single day, and I'm in my third year of college, and it still impacts me to this day. That's why there's an entire foundation called Adult Children of Alcoholics. I was in my childhood when you're being molded, and so a lot of my anxiety and depression and self-confidence issues and relationship issues and everything is impacted by this. I hate that she has fundamentally shaped the way I function and the way that I see the world. It's tough. And it's tough to recognize what are my own feelings and what are feelings that come from my mom and things that happened with her. So I want to also tell you guys, I know this is a long video, but I also want to tell you guys about the time I got out of it, basically, and stood up for myself, because I think there might be a lot of you out there who also have a family member or a friend who struggles with some kind of addiction. And I want you to know, I want you to make sure that you're safe before you do something like what I did, but I want you to know that you do have authority over your life, even if you're a kid, even if you're still living in your parents' house. So basically, one night my parents got into another fight, and this time it was worse because they were both drinking. And around 3 o'clock in the morning, I started hearing the fighting. And I come out of my room, and my mom and dad are screaming. And my mom gets into my dad's face, and she starts yelling, "I just want you to punch him. Punch me. Punch me. Just punch me." And so I'm basically sitting on the middle of my living room floor. I am bawling. Crying like I've never, ever cried before and have ever cried since then. It was visceral. My whole body was wrapped up into basically like a kind of fetal position, and I was screaming at them, what felt like at the top of my lungs. Just stop. Please stop. Why are you doing this? And it was I was just invisible to them. They were in their whole own world. And I've struggled with that scene my whole life. That really symbolizes what I felt like in my family. And so I went back into my room, stare at my phone, and who can I text? And who have I texted too many times with my problems? And that was always another thing. An anxiety about being over talking about this, and having this be people are oh well, just basically get over it. I wound up texting my brother, which is really weird because I don't talk to my brother that much. He texted me and he said, well, basically, if you ever need me to get you out of there, let me know. And I jumped. I was like, yes, now, please, come now. Like, I cannot do this anymore. I said, I'm leaving. I'm going with my brother. This isn't a question. I'm going. This was the day before my senior year. And I had not slept an ounce. And my dad comes in my room and he says, well, if you're not here, there's no reason for me to be here. And so he says he's coming with. And so we leave with my brother. And we leave my mom. I get to my brother's house. I sleep for about an hour. I get up in the morning and I get dressed. I get dressed up. I wear a dress. I curl my hair. I put my makeup on. Because I don't want anybody to know that that's what I did the first night before my senior year. Long story short, I'm in the car with my dad before I'm about to go into school, and he says something to me like, I don't understand how you can be so strong, but it's given me the motivation to go to work today and just figure it out, because we have to keep going with our lives. But then this thing is so big, but so silenced and quiet, and we don't talk about it outside of the house. I still feel weird about talking about it. Like I'm not supposed to. Like it's not my story. Like it's my mom's story. And like I'm invading her privacy or invading my dad's privacy. And yet, this is also my story. This is my story. I just kind of want to leave you with a poem that I wrote a long time ago that I feel like really does, it does summarize what these stories were supposed to show you and what being an ACOS kind of means for me. So, there's a small bird trapped in a small little cage. There's a sad little bird. There's a trapped little bird feeling stuck in a small space, longing for freedom, fluttering its wings, but not getting anywhere, stunted from its growth. There's a trapped young girl, powerless to spread her wings, longing for freedom, bound to a small town, feeling stuck in the small space, stunted from her growth, fluttering her wings, trying to fly far, far away. Big dreams, little progress. Tiny dove, immense evils, trapped by the ones who love it, the ones who aren't aware. Memories of the trials, tears, tribulations, a tainted background. Tainted memories, recollections of feeling bound to a small town, bound to a small home, bound to a broken family. Trapped, stuck, misled, bound. Misled by loved ones, advocating for herself, stunted dreams no more. Tiny dove, immense strength, determined and dedicated, longing for freedom. Tiny dove, spreading its wings, breaking free from its cage, viewing an immense world. Young girl, spreading her wings, breaking free from the memories, superior opportunities. And so this is kind of old. And I really thought, I moved away from Wisconsin to all the way to New York and, viewing an immense world. I thought that would solve everything. But what I realized is that I carried a lot of those feelings with me. And that it's still gonna be a long time before I stop feeling trapped. Less trapped from a small town or a small home or a broken family, but trapped kind of within myself. Anything else, thank you all for listening to my story. I hope it'll help you understand who I am as a person a bit more as you grow and learn with me as my channel continues to grow. And I appreciate you. Please go spread joy and light and sunshine into the world.